Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
It's over 9,000!
What, 9,000?
What's up, YouTube? This is KingDaddyDMAC coming at you, and yes, you heard right, well over 9,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for all your support. Couldn't have done it without you. Today, I have an OU battle. It's against the YouTuber Tharles, and this battle took place prior to Latias going Uber, so yeah, here we go. Now in this battle, I decided to lead with my rape, and he's going to have a Metagross, and I know he's going to switch fearing the fire type move, so I go for the U-turn, and catches Dragonite, does like nothing, but at least I got switch advantage, able to go into my Latias, and yeah, he's going to run the fuck away. I'm going to do a Draco, and yeah, unfortunately, being the timid, scarfed Latias, it's got the speed, doesn't have the power, so it's going to do less than half after leftovers to the Zapdos. He predicts the switch as I go into my Clefable special wall, and this is my Trick Orb Clefable, and yeah, I'm just going to go for a T-Wave, so if it hits him, that's great, or I can catch the switch in. He ends up going back into his Metagross, and right here I'm fearing the possible maybe explosion, so I go into my Gengar, and I'm going to go for the HP Fire. Doesn't do quite as much as I would have liked, but yeah, it wouldn't have been a one-hit KO. I thought then maybe he'd just end up going for his Stealth Rocks to try and get him out, because it's obvious that he'd have the Stealth Rocks, but no. He hits me, and it does a buttload. But I live with 4 HP, so that's cool. I'm going to then switch out and go into my Rachi. Now he goes for the Dragon Dance, but if I am a Scarfed Rachi, I'm going to still be faster, so he's going to be fearing that Ice Punch and switch out. And I do go for the obvious Ice Punch, catches Metagross, but right here I know he's going to go for those Stealth Rocks, so I have to reveal right now that I'm a freaking Expert Belt Rachi and catch him with a Fire Punch. Now I'm going to want to get the hell out, because I know that this ape is going to tear me up. I go into the Gengar just in hopes maybe he'd go for close combat, but yeah, no. Goodbye, Gengar. Now, I'm going to go back into my Rachi. He knows it's an Expert Belt one at this point. I kind of try and bluff him. He calls my bluff, stays in as I go for the U-turn, and I go into the Swampert. He probably should have Dragon Danced, maybe. I guess it wasn't smart because he knew I had the Latias. But, yeah, either way, I'm going to go into my Swampert, and I'm going to go for the Roar in case he goes for the Dragon Dance now. And he switches into the Zapdos, probably fearing the Ice Beam. I don't carry that move, so I had to Roar. But now he goes into his ape, is roared into him, and he's going to get the hell out. I'm going to finally go for my Stealth Rocks. With all this switching going on, I see how much Stealth Rocks will affect his team. And also, he does not have Rocks up yet, so that is very cool. Going to my Clefable, and I feared the hidden power there, Grass, just because he did switch in on the Swampert. I'm hoping now that he'd switch out and I'd catch something with the T-Wave, but unfortunately he stays in. And now that I see that he stayed in, he's probably staying in for a while, so I'm going to want to definitely trick over the Toxic Orb and get his leftovers. It sucks I couldn't really use it for a better poke, but whatever. I'll take leftovers over nothing. So here he's finally going to switch, and he was looking for a time when I'd soft boil so that he could freely switch in his ape and scare me out. So that's exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to switch the hell out and just hope that he doesn't go for the close combat. Unfortunately, he does, so my Swampert's going to take a beating, and at this point, there's no point in switching again. I'm just going to have to stay in as he finishes me off. So goodbye, Swampy. My BFF. Always sad to see you go. I'm going to go now back into my Ginger, and I know he's going to switch because he is can't do shit to me, and I'm just going to go for another Draco Meteor. If he had stayed in, he would have just died, and either way, going into the Zapdos, it's going to be a 2-hit KO with Draco, so that's very cool. However, now I'm at -4 special attack, so I'm going to have to switch. He knows that, so he goes back into his ape. I switch out, go into my own ape, and thank God he goes for the U-turn, which was the move I was hoping for, just because it was, I might have stayed in with Latias attempting to maybe try and get lucky and take him out. But it's going to do minimal damage, and now I go for the Stone Edge, but unfortunately it misses. He goes for the Dragon Claw, and he's going to want to switch out now, knowing I have that Stone Edge, but that really sucked because this ape is pretty much dead at this point. He goes into his Scarm, and I'm going to have to switch out because he's going to start setting up entry hazards. Goes for a layer of spikes, and I'm really hoping this isn't a especially defensive Scarm, although at this point in time when I was playing, you didn't really see him too often. Go for the Thunderbolt, and yeah, that's going to be easy one-hit KO. But now he goes into his Dragonite, and he's just going to have to hope that he's faster than all the faster than my Latias. I don't know if I had it revealed yet, like if it was obvious that I was scarfed or not. But anyway, he's going to go for that Dragon Dance. I'm hoping that right here it doesn't kill, but it's pretty slim chances. He does take me out. And now I'm going to go into my Latias, and again, this is probably his only hope, hoping that he outspeeds, or that I miss the Draco Meteor, of course. But no, I hit. That's awesome. Goodbye, Dragonite. The last real threat that I've seen so far in his team. I finally see his last poke. It's a Starmie, and I'm not going to want to take the risk. I have no idea what type of Starmie this is. I go into my Clefable, which is my special wall. I'm noticing I don't see any Life Orb recoil. I don't see any leftovers, so he's probably choiced of some sort. I'm going to go right here for the Thunder Wave, and I was figuring if I hit the Starmie, that's great. My Latias would be able to, you know, be faster than it if he stayed in. Otherwise, he goes into the ape, and as you saw there, I'm now faster than the ape, and I can T-Wave him out. So that's good. He's on his last poke, and again, I'm going to go for that T-Wave because now I want to ensure that everything on my team is faster, but he ends up going for the trick anyway, so now he can switch around moves. He has my leftovers, but he's going to be slow as fuck. So I go into my ape right here just to be fodder, and I didn't want to switch into my Latias or anything like that. And I was stuck into the T-Wave because he had tricked the Scarf. But now I can go back into my Clefable. I can just S-Toss, and yeah, that is good game, Tharles. So great game. Guys, again, thank you so much. 9,000 subscribers is absolutely amazing. So freaking awesome. I thank you all so very much for helping me get this far. And guys, like always, comment, like, subscribe, and peace out.